Hi, this is Eric, Parts Doctor, and today we're going to show you how to replace the pump housing on your LG washer. These instructions also apply to some Kenmore models that were manufactured by LG. These Kenmore models have 796 as the first three digits of their model number. The washer's drain pump housing is responsible for holding the drain pump and filter in place. If the drain pump housing fails, it can leak water and damage the surrounding area. If you need to purchase a new pump housing, you can check out our website, partsdoctor.com. We'll leave a link in the description below. You want to make sure that you are searching with the model number from the tag on your washer to make sure you are getting the correct part. For this repair, you'll need to disconnect power and water to the washer. When working inside the washer, be careful as it has sharp edges. Tools needed for this repair: a Phillips screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, slip joint pliers, and a gasket pliers. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove these two screws on the back of the washer. Then slide the top panel back about ½ an inch and lift it up to remove it. If you are having problems removing the top panel, try sliding it forward slightly to lift it up. When working inside the washer, be careful as it has sharp edges. Then turn the washer around to access the door lock assembly. The door lock assembly is located here. Depress the locking tab and pull down on it to remove it from the door lock. Next, on the front of the washer, fully extend the detergent drawer. Then, depress the retaining tab here and remove the drawer. Using a Phillips screwdriver, remove the two screws on the front of the control panel. Next, on the back of the washer's control panel assembly, remove the Phillips head screw located here. Then, lift up on the control panel while you rotate the top of it away from the washer to release the retaining tabs. Carefully set the control panel on top of the washer as it is still connected by electrical connectors. On the bottom of the washer, open the filter access cover. Caution: when removing these parts, water will leak from the washer, so have a mop, towel, or wet vac ready. Next, remove the hose from the retainer. With a bucket and towel nearby, unscrew the cap of the hose and let the water drain out. When draining your washer, be careful as you will be draining all the water out of it. You may need to use a bigger bucket or a wet vac to get all the water without spilling it. Next, remove the two screws holding the filter access cover in place. Then, gently prime the top of the filter's housing to remove it. Next, remove the screw here on the bottom of the front panel. Then, open the washer's door. Open the gasket clamp and remove it from the door. If you don't have a gasket clamp pliers, you can use a flathead screwdriver to gently pry up on the edge of the spring to slide it out of the gasket. Gently remove the door boot seal from the front panel and push it into the tub of the washer. Then close the door and remove the 5 remaining screws holding the front panel on. Then, tilt the front panel away from the washer so that these retaining tabs on the bottom release. Next, set the front panel aside for later. The drain pump is located here. Caution: when removing these parts, water will leak from the washer, so have a mop, towel, or wet vac ready. Next, using slip joint pliers, remove the hose clamp holding the drain hose onto the drain pump. Then, carefully remove the hose. Then, depress the clamp on the tub to pump drain hose and remove the clamp. Then, remove the hose. Then, using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove these two screws on the front of the washer's frame. Next, behind the drain pump, there will be a small locking tab that you'll have to depress before sliding the drain pump and housing back. Then, remove the drain pump from the washer, being careful as it is still connected by electrical connectors. Next, carefully remove the wires from the retainers on the pump housing. Then, remove both electrical connectors from the drain pump. Next, separate the drain pump from the pump housing by removing these 3 Phillips head screws. Then remove the pump's housing drain hose by spinning it and pulling. Then remove the filter by spinning it counterclockwise and pulling it out. If you need to purchase a new pump housing for your LG washer, you can check out our website, partsdoctor.com, where we sell parts for all major appliance brands. Here at Parts Doctor, we only sell authentic, genuine parts sourced directly from the manufacturer. Now, with the filter removed, it is a good time to clean it. If you see any cracked or damaged parts, the whole assembly will need to be replaced. To install, align the filter to the pump's housing and twist it into place. Then, locate this slot on the back left of the pump housing. This is where you'll reattach the pump housing's drain hose. Align the drain pump to the pump housing with the terminals facing the tub to pump opening. Then, reinstall the 3 screws securing the pump to the pump's housing. Then, reconnect the drain pump to the washer and run the wires back through the retainers. Next, place the drain pump and pump housing into the washer, making sure to feed the drain hose through this slot in the washer's frame. Next, align the base of the pump housing to the slot on the washer's frame and slide it into place. Next, reinstall the 2 screws holding the pump housing to the washer's frame. Don't install the lower screw yet, that will be installed after the front panel and filter access cover is reinstalled. Then, use a pair of slip joint pliers to depress the hose clamp and install the tub to pump hose. Next, reconnect the drain hose and reinstall the clamp. Align the front panel to the bottom of the washer's frame so that these slots align with these retaining tabs. Then, put the filter's drain hose through the opening on the front panel and tilt it up. Then, while holding the panel in place, reinstall the 5 screws across the top. Next, reinstall the screw on the bottom of the front panel. Then, insert the filter access cover back into the front panel and make sure that the hose goes through this slot. Next, reinstall the 2 screws to the filter access cover and reattach the hose. Install the plug into the end of the drain hose and press it back into place on the washer. Then, align the control panel to the top panel and press it back into place. And reinstall the screw. Next, reinstall the 2 screws by the detergent dispenser. Then reinstall the detergent dispenser's drawer. Then open the washer's door. Next, work your way around the door boot seal, working it onto the front panel. Then extend the spring while working the clamp into the gasket, starting from the top. The spring on the clamp should be centered on the notched section on the bottom or 6 o'clock position on the gasket. If you're installing it without the gasket pliers, align the spring on the clamp to the bottom of the door gasket on the washer. Then slowly work the clamp into the left side of the gasket and around as far as you can. Then, using a pair of locking pliers, grab onto the right side of the gasket clamp. Then, while holding the washer in place with your knee, pull on the clamp to the right while sliding it into place. This will require a good amount of force. Next, reconnect the door lock assembly's electrical connector. To reinstall the top panel, align it to the washer so that the rear brackets are towards the back of the washer. Then, align the tabs on the top of the washer to the slots on the bottom of the panel and set it into place. Slide it forward to secure it in place. Next, reinstall the 2 screws to secure the top panel. And that's it for today's video, and if you found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and comment down below, and for more videos like this, please consider subscribing.